Sorry for the background noise. So this is all to do with changing out one pool arrangement for another one. So at the moment I've got a pool which consists of a mirror, and what we need to do is pretend that we're running out of storage space and that we need to upgrade it to a RAIDZ 1, which will consist of 3 drives. So I've put a list of things to do here. The first is to save the config just in case. So we go to System, General, click Save, Config, and then follow the instructions. The next thing is to turn off the plugins. So for this demo I've actually installed SyncThing, and I have it synchronizing with another server. So I'm just going to stop that. Next thing to do is going to be to turn off any shares. Particularly important if you, it's particularly important if this is a shared machine and you're not the only one using it. So that's turned off. The next thing, just make sure that there are no servers connected to this one and receiving replications. So let's just say I've done that. The next one is to note the snapshots, which you should have for everything on the drive. So I'm just going to copy and paste them. You can probably copy them from that this main view here, but occasionally I've had problems with doing that, so as a precaution I'm just doing it this way. So we've done that, and the next thing, so I've just done that one. Next thing is to create a pool using the new drives. Don't forget, if I'm doing this too quickly, you can always pause or something. Because it's 3 drives, that's the minimum required for a RAIDZ 1. It just calls it RAIDZ there. But as you can see, these are all 1 terabyte drives, so we're getting a little bit of extra space. And then I'm just making a note that it's called rep. And also I'm going to make a note of this one, like that. So we've got our new drive there. The next thing to do is using the existing snapshot schemas to copy all the information over to the new set of drives. I'm going to go for advanced here, only because I think there are extra settings that I might need. So we're going to find the existing set. I'm going to click recursive. If you don't know what that is, then do have a look into it. And then I'm just going to paste. So paste and then enter each one. I'm going to set the schedule to monthly because I don't want this doing anything for quite a while. Now we're going to go to the new location, so that's that. I'm going to set it to ignore read-only status, and I think that is it. So click OK, and the good thing with replications is that you can manually start them. Just make sure I've done everything. Oh, right. So something I haven't done is go to snapshots and just disable them. So it's now running. Right, so now that's finished, we could just disable that so it doesn't somehow run again accidentally. And what we need to do now is we need to detach the pools from the GUI, so this user interface that we're looking at right now. So we're going to go to the cog, export, we're going to make sure that we do not have anything ticked other than confirming the export. We'll do it to that as well. And then we've got a very small bit of typing to do. It's quite simple, but you shouldn't get it wrong, otherwise... actually, have I forgotten something? No, I haven't. So, back to shell, and what we want to do is type in zpool export. No, sorry, import. So, this is where we are going to rename them. So we're going to call the old one old and the new one the old name. So import daily pool, and we're going to call it old. And then we're going to do the same thing. So the new pool was called rep, and that's going to become daily pool. So now we've done that, we need to do the same process, but now we'll be exporting them. So we're going to export old, and we're going to export daily pool. So that's all done. Now we're going to go back to the GUI, so we're importing it. Import an existing pool. This is where TRUENAS detects any pools that are connected but not imported. I'm going to do that. So I'm only going to do the pool that we're most concerned with, leaving the old one as kind of a backup for the time being. So that's it there, and we can just verify that it's the correct one. So there we go, RAIDZ 1, 3 drives. And now it's just a case of turning everything back on again. So turned on snapshots, and now I'm turning on SMB. And I want to turn on sync thing. Now, plugins that are using the mount points on a drive arrangement that's been replaced, I think that's the most sensitive to mistakes. So if this starts up, then that's fine. If it doesn't, then something's gone wrong. As you can see, it started up, and we could even go into it, and as you can see, everything seems fine. Yeah, so there we go. Maybe that'll help someone, or me in the future.